Good morning, children. Today we are starting the multiple choice questions based on the chapter Heredity. Chapter number is 9, and this is really based on the assignment to be sent for the third week of this November. Okay, right. And before starting this assignment, let me tell you about some of the important ways to write the record. We have already sent the experiments, 2 experiments for class 10 in biology. That was clearly indicated in the previous assignment documents which we have sent from the school, and there are 2 experiments for biology in 10th class. The first one is carbon dioxide is released during respiration. We have to experimentally prove that carbon dioxide is released during respiration. Okay, it is very easy. We have to make a setup. We have to make a setup in which germinating seeds are taken in a conical flask. Germinating seeds are taken in a conical flask, and that will be tightly closed with a rubber cork, one-holed cork. Into this hole of this cork, we insert the one end of the double bent tube, and the other end will be inserted into a beaker containing water, and the other end of this double bent tube will be immersed in the water containing beaker. Okay, right. So we have to draw the diagram of this and then write the explanation of this experiment on the line side. So for that we have to divide the single record. We have only a single record for physics, chemistry and biology, and we have to divide the record into 3 equal number of pages. The first, 1/3 of the page will be for the physics section A. Then second half is for chemistry, that is section B, chemistry, and the last 1/3 is for the biology, that is section C, biology. Okay. In this section C, biology, we have to write 2 experiments. The first experiment, once again I am repeating, experimentally prove that carbon dioxide is released during respiration. Okay. Now the second experiment, to see or observe the permanent slide showing the binary vision in amoeba and budding in yeast and bacteria, yeast and hydra. Okay, so binary vision in amoeba and budding in yeast and hydra. The permanent slides are available. We have to observe through this permanent slide, then draw and write the concepts. So these 2 experiments should be completed before the end of this November. Okay, before the end of this November, 1 month time is allowed for this. Okay. So we have to start writing physics, chemistry and biology practical experiment. You have already the practical journal, okay, and a record on which you will be writing it after dividing the record into 3 sections. You clearly got it? Yes. If any doubt you have, you can ask me in the next live class. Okay. Now let's come to this week assignment. There are some MCQ questions based on the chapter Heredity, as I said. Gregor Johann Mendel was a monk or a priest in Austria in a monastery. Okay. He has a lot of servants, and the servants, cultivated the pea plants. Pea plant is otherwise called muttar, M-U-T-T-A-R, muttar. That is called Pisum sativum. Pisum sativum. Pisum sativum. What is the common name of Pisum sativum? Muttar. Peas, green peas. yellow peas, many types of peas, colored peas are available. Okay, so that is the experimental material of Kriegel Johann Mendel, Pisum, Saccharum or Matter. You got this? Yes. Now we are coming to the second MCQ. You know, a monohybrid cross. Monohybrid cross has two ratios. The first ratio is phenotypic ratio and the second one is genotypic ratio. The phenotypic ratio indicates the ratio based on the external appearance of the organisms. Here it is plant, pea plants. So phenotypic ratio is based on the external appearance of the organism. We consider the external appearance, external characteristic features, and based on which we categorize the plants and make a ratio. That is called the phenotypic ratio. The genotypic ratio, on the other hand, is based on the gene contents, gene setup of an organism. Okay. Now we all know the monohybrid genotypic ratio is 3:1. 3:1. And what is the monohybrid phenotypic ratio? Yes, it is 1:2:1. 1:2:1. Clearly got this idea? 3:1 represent the phenotypic ratio, that is based on the external characteristic features. At the same time, 1:2:1 is the phenotypic ratio, genotypic ratio, that is based on the genetic content of the plant. So 3:1 is called the phenotypic ratio and 1:2:1 is called genotypic ratio. Okay, of this 3:1, if you consider the monohybrid cross between tall and short plants, tall and short plants, you consider this tall and short plant, the F1 we will get all tall, all the plants tall, and the F2 we can understand this will be F2 3:1. F2 monohybrid phenotypic ratio is 3:1. 3 represent the tall and 1 represent the short. Short is also called a dwarf. Got this idea? Yes. Now, in this genotypic ratio, monohybrid genotypic ratio, 1:2:1, one is pure tall, homozygous tall. Homozygous tall means we can write capital T, homozygous tall. And 2 represent the heterozygous, capital T, small t. Okay? And the last one represents the homozygous short or dwarf, small t, small t. So we can understand the ratio comes in this way. 1:2:1 is the monohybrid genotypic ratio, that is based on the genetic setup, gene contents of an organism. We can say in the monohybrid ratio in between tall and short. Okay, the cross is between tall and short, and we got the monohybrid genotypic ratio, that is 1:2:1. One is homozygous tall. Both the genes are homozygous, same, similar. That is homozygous. Okay. Now 2 represent heterozygous tall. Heterozygous tall. You got this? Heterozygous tall. And the one last represent the homozygous short. You got it? Very clear? Very clear. Now, we are coming to the third question. Self-pollination was possible in pea plants because. Why was self-pollination possible in pea plant? Not only self-pollination possible, cross-pollination is also possible in pea plants. Okay. Cross-pollination was possible, but here self-pollination is also possible. Why pea plant self-pollination was possible? Because the pea plants are bisexual flowers. Pea plants have bisexual flowers. What is the meaning of bisexual? A plant having both the sex organs in the same flower. We call bisexual flowers. And the plant we can say bisexual plant. Okay, we say it monoecious. Monoecious or bisexual. Monoecious plant. The word monoecious, M-O-N-O-E-C-I-O-U-S. Monoecious means a single plant with both male and female sex organs. You got this idea? You got it? Yes. So, self-pollination was possible in pea plants because the pea plants were bisexual. They have bisexual flowers. Bisexual flowers means a flower having both the sex organs in the same. You got it? But a plant with bisexual flowers are called monoecious. Okay, monoecious plant. Bisexual plant we will not say. Bisexual flower we will say. You got this difference? Very important. Okay? Don't forget it. Yes, we are now coming to the fourth one. Fourth one. In a cross between round yellow and wrinkled green plants, what will be the phenotypic ratio of F1? What will be the phenotype of F1? You know, phenotype is the external appearance or external characteristics of organism. Round and yellow. Round is dominant trait and yellow is also dominant trait. Round seed shape, dominant yellow seed color, dominant. Okay. And cross with wrinkled green. The seed, both are the seed. Wrinkled shape and wrinkled shape of the seed and green color of the seed. So what will be the phenotype of F1? Of course, the phenotype will be round yellow. Because the round and yellow are dominant traits. The round and yellow are dominant traits. Round and yellow are dominant traits. Hence we can say round yellow will be in the F1. Okay. In the F2 we can say 9:3:3:1 ratio. 9:3:3:1 ratio. That will be entirely different. Okay. 9 will be round yellow. 3 will be wrinkled yellow. Another 3 will be round green. And the last one will be wrinkled green. You got this idea? Yes. That's all. In